All right, have you heard of the rubber and glass ball theory? I hadn't, but if you haven't, please stop what you're doing and listen because I think this is really, really important. So, life gives you two kinds of weights, one is rubber and the other is glass. Work is rubber, money is rubber, deadlines, emails, the noise, rubber. You can drop them, they'll bounce, and they'll still be there tomorrow. But your kids are glass. Your partner, glass. Your health, your integrity, your nervous system, your people, they're all glass. Drop those and they don't bounce. They crack. And sometimes you don't even notice until it's too late. The damage is already done. Burnout isn't weakness, it's treating everything like it weighs the same. Gripping harder instead of setting something down. Calling survival discipline. You just keep showing up. You keep carrying it all. But when something has to hit the floor, let it be rubber, not glass. Because your job isn't going to hold you when you're in the hospital. No inbox is going to raise your kids. No amount of money replaces the present. One day, your kids won't reach for you. One day, your body will stop negotiating. One day, your people will need you, not your productivity. If you're tired and broken, you're human. So don't sacrifice the glass to save the rubber. Protect the glass always. How often do we get so caught up that we don't really look at the important, at what is breakable, not what's going to bounce back up, right? It is so easy to get caught up in the job, in the emails, and to forget about the people. Because at the end of the day, it's the people that matter. We do what we do for our loved ones, right? But it's so easy to forget how important all that is. Luckily, I have had really great people in my lives who have helped me to put a lot of my people first. Not always. Sometimes get caught up, but then I get that reminder that it's all about who's in my life. It's all about the people, not the things. And I have a few things in place that really help me to stay on track with that. Any holiday with my daughter-in-laws, we don't give presents, we give experiences. So we take the time to hang out. And it doesn't always have to be a big thing. For Christmas, and it didn't happen till February because we were busy, but my daughter-in-laws and I went to a secondhand store, and one daughter-in-law drew a name, and then we, from the names, knew who we were buying for. And we went and we had to buy that person an ugly outfit. And you got extra credit if you got an ugly hat. And then we also did one thing that has to be put out in their house proudly for the next year. Had to be displayed somewhere. And then we went to lunch in our ugly outfits. And we came back and we were just goofy. So it really didn't cost much. But it built amazing memories. A lot more than a present that they may or may not use. My grandkids, on their birthday, we take them to dinner, just me and my husband with that grandchild, to wherever they want to go. And then depending on the age, we take them shopping, or the older kids, we give money. And we get to see them individually without an outside source affecting them. Because they're going to act different when their siblings are there or their parents are there. But when it's just us one-on-one, we get to have different kinds of conversation. So taking and having these in place remind me to spend the time. Remind me the importance of the memory we are building. And that it's not about giving the gift, it's about giving them my time. It's about giving them that moment of being special. It is such an important thing. But then it's really easy for me to get caught up in the rubber, to go, I'd love to go do this, but I got this and this and this I got to do first. Well, this and this and this may have to get done, but does it have to be done right now? Or is this thing with my child, my grandchild, my friend more important in the moment? I'm telling you right now, protect that glass. That is probably the most important thing we could do, is protect our relationships with those we love. To protect the things that truly matter. Because at the end of the day, that email that you were in such a hurry to answer really isn't going to be there when you need it. There's nothing more important than our relationships. Nothing at all. So start looking at your life and saying, is this glass or is this rubber? I had never, ever heard this saying, but it is absolutely correct. It is absolutely the right priority. And I understand how easy it is to get caught up in the wrong priority. I have made my job a huge priority in my life. And luckily, it included the people, which was part of the reason it was such a huge priority. Because for me, it was always about what can I do for my people. But I had to be very careful not to let it be a bigger priority than my family. And sometimes when I was traveling a lot, it was really hard to keep that balance, to say, here's what's not going to drop no matter what. Here is the things that will crack and not bounce. Really look at your life and make sure that you are not letting the glass drop. Most important thing I think we do is our relationships. So I love this theory. I am definitely going to make sure that I live by this theory because we are not meant to be solo in this life. It doesn't mean you have to be married. It doesn't mean you have to be in a romantic relationship. It means you need people in your life. It means you need those women who are going to hold you up, those bros of yours that take you fishing, that help you relax, that like you need those people in your life. Life is not meant to be solo. You are meant to have relationships, friends, family, whatever it may look like, but you are not meant to be at home never seeing anybody. You are not meant to be doing life with nobody else. It's taken me a long time to get friends. I have never been great at it. Even in high school, I had a friend, my best friend, Colette. And then we hung out with a bunch of people. But I've never had a ton of friends. And as I am going through all my changes, as I'm changing my whole world, part of that has been creating relationships with all these women, and together we rise. And to know that when I'm struggling, I'm not in that alone. For a long time, if I didn't want to talk to my husband about it, I just internalized it because I did not have those relationships that could say, seriously, are you kidding me? Look at what you've done. Or, you know what? It's okay. This is temporary. You're going to get through it and we're going to help you. I've not had that. But you're meant to. And as I have been developing those relationships, guess what? I'm a better version of me. I am a lighter version of me. The weights aren't quite so heavy when you know you have people in your corner because they choose to be. Not because you married them, not because they're your parents, but because they like you for who you are and they choose to have you in their life. That's amazing. So, really look today, decide what in your life is a rubber, and only give it the appropriate amount of time. Game changer, guys. This is absolute game changer. Look at life a little different and make sure you pay attention to the glass. Thank you for spending this time with me and for listening with an open heart and for choosing to invest in your growth today. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need the reminder that their dreams still matter. Sometimes one conversation, one message, one moment of encouragement can change everything. And if you want to go deeper, my book, Rise, Believe, Become, was written for the in-between seasons, the moments when you know there's more for you, but you're still finding the courage to take the next step. You can find my book on Amazon, and remember, no matter what phase you're in, your dreams don't expire. Until next time, keep rising.